Oh, good afternoon again, and welcome to the Spring Attack preview. As I sort of indicated when I did the Sha Tin preview, it's a pretty ordinary card all day. Not much really. Field size actually very disappointing. Found a couple maybe at Ascot. We go to the last at Ascot. Number 10. Dubai Escapade. Now, this was an interesting run first up. I tumbled into this at the big price. He settled it down 15th, which was a bit of a surprise. And he just rode it stone cold at the top of the straight. It was still there. It was still 14th or 15th, coming around the corner about 10 lengths off them, and finished up a length and a half away, close up in 7th spot. In a blanket finish where about 10 horses were separated by 2 lengths. It's got barrier 16. That's why we've got 20 to 1 again this morning. I think it's over the odds. We may look at playing a quaddie here by virtue of the fact that in the last, I don't really like the favourite Trading Day. William White, not keen on this guy, Geraldton jockey Mug. Why they put him on is really strange. But anyway, it's a plus, and it's about 6 to 4. So there's a nice weak favourite for me. I've got the 10, the 1, and the 15 as the main 3 chances in the last leg at Ascot, and they're all a price. So I'm quite happy to start working on the possibility that we may play the quaddie, especially if we can find another skinny leg somewhere and play it for a couple of units. We might be able to get a blowout result here. So Ascot race 8, 10 on top, Dubai Escapade from 1 full steam ahead and 15 Western Blaze. We go to Caulfield, small fields. Obviously, it's Blue Diamond Prelude, so the fillies and the Colts and Geldings never bet in 2-year-old races. They put a jackpot on the 6 up and made these two of the legs, which unfortunately rules us out. I don't bet in the 2-year-olds. If you like them, good luck. There's 2 short ones coming down after winning in Sydney, and both ran super quick time for 2-year-olds. So Earthquake and Rubik on times. These others shouldn't get anywhere near both of them, and they're both odds on. Race 7. I mean, this is supposedly one of the main races of the day, the Sprint. Most of these are no good. And Group 2 level, I wouldn't be wanting to call too many of these Group 2 horses. Black and Ruby's trialled all right, but it's not a race I'd ever bet in. Race 8, couple of scratchings. I mean, this is the main race of the day, and they've got 6 runners. That just shows you how weak the card is. We'll go to the last. Number 16, Athenian Girl. Now, it's been working well. It was a good win first up. I don't know whether it's up to this level, but if they bet a price, might want to include it. The 2's the interesting one. Had a trainer change from WA over to Mick Price. Track work's been really good. No trial. But when you look at the 3 runs leading in behind Buffering and in good quality races in WA, none of these would probably line up in that type of field. So I don't think this will be any fancy price, probably 4 or 5 to 1. But it's got a winning chance. So Caulfield race 8, 16 and 2 look over the odds to me. Eagle Farm's got big fields. Don't really like anything there. Obviously, Morphettville, we hardly ever bet there. In New Zealand, the Otaki meeting is weak. We'll pass that meeting completely. We go to Randwick. Reasonable size fields, but there's most of them are resuming from spell, so they're dangerous races. I mean, the big sprint race, I suppose if you're keen to have a bet, my personal opinion is Boban is well and truly under the odds at 6 to 4, and I could never come in first up in a 1200 metre at that price. Don't know where he's going to go with this horse, because it should be weighted out of the Doncaster now because of what he did with it. They might be looking to go into the $6 million weight for age race over 2,000 metres. during the carnival, but I wouldn't think he's got it wound up for this. The interesting one for me is Sizzling. Now this has gone to Waller. He's given it the usual 2 bodgy trials. It needs speed, and it's certainly going to get it here with Rain Affair because its trials have been solid enough, and it's going to go like the clappers in this. It should open these right up. I don't think there's anything that's going to be able to go anywhere near it. I'm quite happy to look at this race from the point of view that Rain Affair leads and Sizzling sits back, and I've got a weak favourite in my opinion in Boban and a weak second favourite in Speediness. 5 to 1, 5 to 1, 11 to 2. Rain Affair is a fair price for a horse of this calibre. Goes all right first up, and as I say, it's going to be a fair way in front of these, so they're going to have to run it down. Happy to back it and save on Sizzling in a race that I don't like, but I'm tempted by the pricing and the weak favourites. Randwick race 6, 2 on top, save on 8. Randwick 7 on Aureus. Nice trial this. It'll need a little bit of luck in the run, but if we can get it within 4 or 5 lengths of him coming around the corner, might be able to get over the top of these at a bit of a price. So Randwick race 7, number 2 on Aureus. And Randwick race 8. There should be a good tempo here. Bugaboo trial really well. This is an interesting horse, this. We might see something reasonable out of this horse, this preparation. I wouldn't want to be taking single figures, but if they bet double figures, we might be tempted to have something on this. Don't like the rider, but as I say, with the speed in this, might be able to get over them late. Again, another one at a price. We go to Tia Rapper. Now there's a TT jackpot on the last 3 races of about 370,000. 12 runners into 17 into 13. Obviously there's a huge number of combinations there. You're going to have to try and weed something out. Not keen on spending too much money here by virtue of the fact of the field size. I mean, they're hard enough what we're trying to get in Hong Kong with 12 runners, let alone throwing in 13s and 17s. So there's a reasonable jackpot. My gut feeling is it's probably going to jackpot again. Sooner or later, this is going to get to $1 million plus, and then we might give it a serious lash. But in the meantime, we will play on a much lower scale and see if we can steal something out of the pot. Race 8. Yeah, there looks 7 or 8 chances in this. It's a shitpot 2,400 metre race where most of them have never gone the trip, so that's the danger. The 7, I suppose, Peaceful Easy Feeling. It's won its last 2 all right. Doubt whether we're going to find a banker here, but I'll have a close look at it in the morning and wait to see if there's any scratchings. Could be an always ticket there. We go to race 9. Bounding looks to have the wood on these. Strawn Barrier 1 at the weight for age with the gap in the weights. It's going to be hard to beat. It looks the banker in the middle leg, so we might be able to get that down to a banker with 6 or 7 runners. And the last leg, there's been 3 scratchings already. Possible banker with the 3 or the 15. We'll have a closer look at it in the morning. Interesting race. There's 3 black bookers in there. All have gone reasonably well last start. A couple of them are going to be a price, so they'll all come into play. But there's probably 7 or 8 chances in the race. No standout in New Zealand, in my opinion, at this stage. So good luck if you join in on the weekend. Hope you have great success on your punt. And I will upload any betting that we do tomorrow morning as usual. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and all the best to all of you.